Hi, I'm Claudia Barbiero from LiveView, and welcome to our first episode of Stay Connected. This is going to be a quick Facebook Live pop-up video where we're going to talk about different industries who need to go live in order to stay connected with their communities. One of the biggest communities that need to stay connected is the House of Worship segment. Ministries around the globe right now are turning to live streaming in order to stay engaged with their communities, their constituents, their congregation, any attempt at all in order to stay real and engaged and in real time. Over the last few weeks, many churches, temples, synagogues, you name it, had to look into acquiring technology super quickly in order to resume services and rejoin with their community. Today, I'm really pleased to be able to introduce Troy Witt from Take One Productions out of Orange County, California. Troy has been called upon by a lot of local churches and communities in his local area to help them stay connected, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on within his community and what they're doing. Troy?
Thanks, Claudia. Yeah, we've been in the live streaming space for about a decade now and really have built our name and our brand in the area about being the people to go to for live streaming just about anything. But myself and my team are heavily involved in our local church communities, helping them install systems and helping them, get on the web for whatever way that they want to, whether it's video on demand or live. But about 4 weeks ago, when shelter in place in California went down, and our calendar for our live events completely cleared, we got deluged with phone calls before the very first Sunday, and we had a lot of local congregations reaching out to us about how do we go live on Sunday morning. And literally, we had this, I think was Friday, and they needed a solution for Sunday. So, we grabbed the same gear we have on our shelf with our LiveView stuff, and we were able to get churches with no internet, live, thanks to the cellular bonding technology. And really, that's where we've gone. I'll tell you about one church in particular, a Spanish language church here in Anaheim called The River. And they meet in an arena that they share that space. And they have tremendous production value, but they were never going live out from there before this. And they called us and just with, days notice said, we have no internet connection there. How can we get our services live out to our congregants? And I said, that's no problem at all. We're used to that situation. How, can you hand us an SDI or an HDMI feed? And they said, sure, no problem. So I just said, great, we'll be right over on Sunday morning with an encoder. And one of my team members went over there, started encoding and streaming to both their Facebook and YouTube channels. And he called me midstream as I was doing another church for a much smaller congregation right at that same time. He called me and said, dude, you got to check this out. And sure enough, they had 20,000 viewers on both YouTube and then another 20,000 on Facebook. So, if you can reach 40,000 people live, basically with a moment's notice and not having to worry about the infrastructure that's coming in, that's huge. And the church that I was streaming for at the time has internet. They only had 2 meg up though. And getting the local cable company out to increase their bandwidth and do all that was going to deal with just wasn't going to happen anytime quickly. So for them, LiveView was a great solution of being able to get cellular bonded into their terrestrial internet and get out. And immediately following, what I heard was that before all this, something like 4% of churches in America were streaming services on a Sunday morning. And that within a week or two, that number jumped from somewhere around 4 to somewhere above 90%. So that's huge. And to be able to do so with really, any consumer camcorder or something that they have and be able to plug on an encoder box that can just lock on to whatever internet they've got, whether it's cellular, Wi-Fi, terrestrial, Ethernet cable, or whatnot, is huge. And just for someone like me that's helping them out doing it, makes it a one button press to stream. You don't have to worry about, well, do they have, is somebody else uploading something on the Wi-Fi right now, and make that happen for them is just a huge win for all of them. And I'll tell you a really quick story that I got a call within 2 weeks actually from another local church, and their big problem was that when the pastor said to go to their church website to donate, they crashed their site because they had thousands of people pinging the site all within 30 seconds of each other, and the server just couldn't handle the traffic. So a good problem to have. They had to come up with a different solution that doesn't, sorry, that didn't involve live view, but churches are seeing tremendous success, and I'm really glad to say that the internet's being able to handle it all for everybody.
Yeah, it is tremendous and almost inspiring to see the benefits that live streaming is bringing to different types of markets. And in the world of worship, it is truly helping these different ministries to expand their reach, maybe go even beyond the local community and the local attendees that would come. As you heard, 40,000 people concurrently watching a live stream. That's well beyond the local community. But it also can be easy to use and affordable and allow anyone, even without the technical know-how, to be able to go live. And it comes down to having that freedom. It comes down to having a few key pieces of equipment and having the reliable bandwidth so that you don't lose that audience once they've joined. So I hope this little pop-up live was a little inspirational for you as well, and maybe gives you some ideas of how you can use live streaming. And if you have any questions, please visit the link that's below in the video description. You can ask us any questions. If you want to get in touch with Troy and see if he can help you out and get you live streaming, or if you want to learn any more about some of the equipment that might be needed to set up live streaming very quickly, just ask us. We're here to help you stay connected. Thank you.